For those who sailed on her, it will be a day long remembered.
Yeah, hi, my name is Bill Witterschein, and my connection is that I sailed on her in 1962 as a cadet, and we crossed the Atlantic over and back, and I made 4 crossings, and it was very adventurous because the ship was, of course, the flagship of the United States lines at the time, all right? No one traveled with me other than another cadet named Vic Heineman. He was the deck cadet, and I was the engineering cadet. I was 20 years old at the time. My memory of the crossing was that when we first went out of New York on March the 5th, it was the great northeasterner, the greatest northeasterner for 100 years. It's the only northeasterner that was named. It has a name, the Ash Wednesday storm. Hurricanes all have names, northeasterners don't. We went through 40-foot waves, and the bow was actually plowing into a wave as we went along, and water was running all over the decks. We tried to get the pilot off the ship even before we got out to Ambrose Light, and the waves in the lower bay were up to 30 feet, and the pilot had to stay on board, and he went with us to Europe. As a matter of fact, when we got to Le Havre, they got him to the airplane as quickly as they could because he was making a ton of money. The reason we got back on board today is actually my wife. She saw the information. She said we ought to do that, and of course I went along with that, okay? The reason you should support the conservatory is that the conservatory and the guys in it are all dedicated to preserving the ship, and the ship deserves to be preserved. It's a difficult adventure. It costs a lot of money. The ship needs a lot of work, and any help they can get, they would really appreciate it. So thank you for supporting us, and someday maybe you two will come here and stay. It might be your hotel.